This is a good morning. You see the title. For those that have been following me, for those that understand my knowledge, wisdom, understanding, for those that understand the deep understanding, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, the things I have been talking about since I've been on YouTube. The things that I've been talking about, the things that I have been revealing to you, the things that I have been interpreting for you, the things that I have been opening your eyes up. And your eyes, what I'm talking about is your third mind. I'm talking about your mind, your senses, your spiritual sense, that spiritual foundation between right and wrong, falsehood, right, and everything else. I've been waking us up. ABEL Descendants over here. I help us to define on who we are. I help you define on who you were. You help me to define on who I am. This is actually a true fact. Yes. So we're going to take this time out and talk about what's going on in the Middle East. What's been going on in the Middle East and why things that's been going on in the Middle East and why prophecies is being fulfilled. Why prophecies are being fulfilled. We know and understand of ABEL Descendants. We know all spiritual foundation, spiritual news, and things that's going on is being fulfilled. It's because of what? Why is it being fulfilled? It's not only just because we are living in the last day of time. It's because all of the things that happened after ABEL murdered and killed all of civilization had backdoored ABEL Descendants. Had backdoored us in the West, in the West, in the West. When we was being brutally murdered and killed, hung from trees and everything else, after teaching knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, righteousness, and civilized all civilization all around the world, you turned your back on ABEL Descendants. You turned your back on ABEL Descendants in the Middle East. You turned your back on us. And by your turning your back on us, you're in our very land. You are in our land. This is ABEL land. Remember what the Alpha Omega, the created everything in existence, said. It is not righteous that you turn your face to the east and west. He's talking about the West. He's talking about ABEL Descendants. ABEL Descendants is the first people and the first civilization in creation that was blessed with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and experience of the spiritual realm, and the experience connected with the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. Everybody in the Middle East, those are Cain descendants. These are Cain descendants. Now, Cain descendants, Cain already had melanated children. Cain had melanated children. Before he killed his brother, he already had melanated children. Right? And ABEL. They both had melanated children. But Cain killed ABEL. Peace and blessings be upon him. And when Cain killed ABEL, his melanin and his spirit got snatched out of his body. And the Creator said, be ye ate, dumb, deaf, and blind, Canaan. You will not return to the righteous path. It's an actually true fact. And this is spiritual. Everything that's going on right now is spiritual. It's supposed to take place. Whether I speak up against it or whether we pray about it, it's supposed to take place. Things are shifting and moving in the spiritual existence, in the spiritual world. Things are shaking and moving. And if you're not in tune, that means that at some particular time of your life, you are dumb, deaf, and blind. In the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm. This is why I'm telling you to wake up your spirituality. Because once you wake up your spirituality, you can become in tune. And becoming in tune is having that beacon of light. What is the beacon of light? Knowledge. Having knowledge. Not just physical knowledge, but spiritual knowledge, right? That can get us to the next thing in life. If your guys are in the building, hit those like buttons. I really appreciate that, because ain't nobody really giving it up like this. People are taking this time out to get views and shares and likes and everything else. Fame, fortune, and riches. Life says to squat, life came into actions. But they are coming from a scripture point of view, which is okay. Coming from a scripture point of view. Scriptures. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much. Good morning to everyone. I appreciate that you are in this building. The reason why this war is going on, remember I told you, if you have not subscribed to my channel already, subscribe to my channel. This channel deals with spirituality, and it deals with whether you believe or disbelieve. Over here on my channel, all my subscribers, they believe. They believe in what I'm saying. I actually help a lot of them with the Supreme Being, the Alpha Omega, help a lot of them to become in tune with their spirituality. This is an actual true fact. My name is Austin. My name is Austin. So, why is this taking place? These are Cain descendants. Everybody, majority everybody over there in the Middle East is Cain descendants. We are able descendants over here in the West, in the West, in the West. These two places are the most holiest places upon the earth. These two places. But what is the first place? The first place over here in the West, in the West, in the West. This is where our ops sit at. The sick, barbaric devil demon sit right here in the place that we call America. This place right here is a holy place. And the people that been here way before Christ's time has been oppressed and depressed for so many years, while other people was living well. While everybody was living their truth and their best life, we was oppressed and depressed, fighting. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, while those knew what was going on and stayed away. This is an actually true fact. And I want individuals to understand that. Even though I know the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, right, through the help of the Alpha Omega, brought Islam, but Islam started with ABEL descendants first. And I'm not talking about bloodline. I'm talking about spiritual bloodline. Because we all know that physical DNA and physical bloodline could be tampered with. It could be mixed. The Creator is talking about spiritual DNA. The belief in Him, the oneness in Him, the belief in the Supreme Being. That's an actually true fact. Brothers and sisters, woo! Ain't nobody giving it up like that. That's why I'm here to encourage you. And you cannot find Google this information I'm talking about. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to lie and mix everything up. Is it possible to know what truth is or just you? Somebody asks, is it possible to know what truth or just your perception? Everything that we think about, everything that we imagine inside our mind comes from the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. Sometimes we filter out, right, the message inside of us because it's inside your thoughts and image. It's inside your images, right? So these things are set here to turn you to go the right way. It's even mixed in with certain paths that you don't supposed to take. We have that ability. So when these things are being described to you spiritually, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, we turn the other cheek, we turn the other side, and we don't want to live by it. So in order to interpret this, in order to make judgment based on our perception on life and our image on what we see and what we think, we mix it in, we confirm it with scriptures. We confirm it in scriptures that the Alpha Omega sent down. But see what ABEL descendants, peace and blessing be upon them. Back then there was no scriptures. We get first dibs on spirituality. We get first dibs on knowledge. We get first dibs on understanding. We get first dibs on what's going on in the universe. And what I mean by that, we are in tune, and the universe is in tune with us. Because we are the universe, and the universe is us, but with limitations. You see, you have to believe that. You have to believe that. In scriptures, only confirms on what you believe. You mix it in and you judge whatever you perceive inside your mind to see if it's going the right way. And majority of the time, it confirms on what you believe. It confirms on your image. It confirms on your thought. It confirms on the choices that you make out of life. Yes. Thank you so much. I think you are a genuine person. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Please like, share, subscribe, because this channel right here can uplift your family. With the help of the Alpha Omega, that created everything in existence, I helped saved, with his help and permission, I helped save hundreds of my subscribers right here on my page because it's genuine. This is spiritual knowledge. This is not for entertainment at all. This channel and this platform is not for entertainment. It's for growth and development of spirituality, so you can define your square, so you can define your circle and help your family out and prepare you for dark times that is coming. Remember, I told you that it's going to come a time when all lights is going to go out. When all lights is going to go out, you have to prepare yourself for that. And how you prepare yourself with that is through spirituality, serving the Alpha Omega, getting in tune with the Alpha Omega. And I know and understand they got AI, they got Google, they got everything, all of these digital things. But what it cannot help you with your inner self. Your inner self, and your inner self is the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. Yes, the supreme being, but with limitation. Right? He is you and you are him, but with limitation. He duplicated himself. He separated a piece of his glory, a piece of his life, a piece of no beginning, and placed it into mankind. So that you can do his bidding, so that you can serve, and all other things in the universe can serve you. You are the Alpha Omega. You are God. God means good orderly direction. The Creator is good orderly direction. We was put here, we was created to do what? To keep justice and balance upon the earth. But all civilization, after teaching them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, they backdoored us, all of them. They backdoored ABEL descendants. So that's why the Creator brought Islam to bridge the gap between all of us, because he knew that we was going to fight. And which is going on right now. This is going on. Shedding each other blood, killing each other, sending each other to the afterlife and everything else. For the name of fame, fortune, and riches, like, share, subscribe, lights, camera, and action. Whatever's going on in the Middle East, they are brothers and sisters. Spiritually, these are Cain descendants. Now, let me drop something on you. Now, I already broke down. I don't want to say this word because they are our cousins. Cain descendants. After Cain killed Abel, the Creator, the Alpha Omega, that created everything in existence, snatched his spirit, right? And snatched his melanin out his body. His melanin from his eyes, his melanin from his teeth, his melanin from his skin, his melanin from his reproductive system. It said, be ye eight, be ye eight, be ye eight, dumb, deaf, and blind. Before that, there wasn't no apes. What was apes? What is an ape? What is apes? We never knew nothing about no apes because apes didn't exist. The apes did not exist. Apes, they did not exist at all. This is an actually true fact. See, Google not going to tell you that. They can't tell you that type of image and thoughts. The only one that can tell you that is the Alpha Omega, that can go into details about the past or what happened to the past spiritually. He talks about it, but he don't go into depth. This is why I say either you believe or disbelieve. They fight each other. Those are brothers and sisters. And throughout the ages, the climate changed their pigmentation. That's after the flood. Because before the flood, there was only melanated people. There was only this color pigmentation. So the Creator brought, after the flood, he brought about different change in the rainbow. That's why the rainbow is there. It's for two things. Saying that he's going to bring different pigmentations, right? Scriptures and books and everything else, and that he's not going to destroy people by water again. That was the promise that he made. So you got to be in tune. You got to be in tune with spirituality. If you're not going to get it. You're going to Google everything that I said. I'm going to Google this. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to Google this. Google is the op. A portion of Google is the op. A portion of AI is the op. A portion of the digital world is the op. It's the op of us. It's not going to tell you the actually accurate truth and knowledge. It's not going to tell you that. So I want you to understand that. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to guide you with the permission of the Alpha Omega, the Creator, and everything in existence. See, and when Cain killed Abel, all of his melanin and spirit got snatched out of his body. And he turned white, Cain himself. So his reproduction and everything turned white. Now, the white people are Cain descendants. And the Africans, the African is the second coming of mankind, because after the flood, Noah delegated to his sons, right, to go and multiply throughout the land. They was melanated people. So throughout the ages, the color started changing. After everybody started multiplying and procreating with themselves. To actually true facts. This is spiritually. So all of the Africans is in the Middle East. They are the same. But who the one that taught them? We did in the West, because if that wasn't true, why does this sick, barbaric, devil demon mindset entity sits here, right here where we at? Because this is the foundation of man existing right here in the West, that you call America. There's no place, there's no other civilization upon the earth that ever suffer defeat, that ever suffer the murders and kill, being sent to the afterlife, but able descendants over here in the West, Woo! This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the year of the fish, brothers and sisters. This is the year of the fish. Recognize the fish and pay homage to the fish. Pay homage to the fish. That's right. I'm here to teach and educate from a spiritual point of view, which is the foundation of our existence. All of these civilizations backdoored us. Cain descendants, they came back here because the Africans taught them knowledge, wisdom, understanding, found them, started breeding in with them, teaching them, showed them on the hieroglyphics. So if you claiming to be Egyptian, you backdoor ABEL descendants. So that's what you claim? You claim Egypt, that you Egypt? You claim that? Then you are a op of ABEL descendants. They taught them and found them. This is correct knowledge and understanding. I am the tactician, I am the organizer that sits here on YouTube to correct all of these fake platforms that get my teacher to understand it and switch it around, it get thousands and thousands and millions of views off my new knowledge and understanding to actually true fact. They know this to be true because ain't nobody come in to challenge me any. Nobody didn't come in because they know that it's true spiritually. And that the books and everything else is false knowledge. So I'm just letting you know, this is why all this fighting going on. Cain descendants are fighting each other. That is your fault. Even though the Alpha Omega, the Creator, bridged the gap and took our way of life, right, initially, and tweaked it and modified it and named it Islam. It came from us first, ABEL descendants. You have to pay homage. Remember what the Creator says in scriptures. He said, I created mankind. I created mankind. He created them. He said mankind was but of one people, one nation, one creation, one mankind. There wasn't multiple. What that tells you, he's telling you that. You need to find the correction. You need to look into yourself and find what is he talking about. He's talking about us, ABEL descendants. Peace and blessing be upon them. If it wasn't for ABEL, none of us, we will all be dead because the Alpha Omega was going to destroy the whole mankind. He was going to destroy us. But ABEL stood on business, stood on loyalty, stood on respect, and did not follow the sick, barbaric, devil, demon mindset. And took back during the Alpha Omega. That's why he was killed and murdered. Because he was about to get us back up. And this sick, barbaric, devil, demon, he couldn't have that. He couldn't have ABEL get us back up. And that's why we've been fighting belief and non-belief. See, we know who ABEL descendants. We know who's Cain descendants. We know. Over here in the West, we are the originators. We are the ancient ones. We are the forefathers of civilization, of the oneness of the Alpha Omega, the Creator and everything in existence. That been debased and murdered when all civilizations turned their back on us. And they still doing it right now. It's an actually true fact. So blame it on yourself. Blame it on yourself. You taught knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from Cain descendants, right? That was cursed by the Alpha, Omega, and by the universe. You did it. You did it. That's your brothers and sisters. So accept what they are doing to you. But it is wrong. But it is wrong spiritually. It is wrong. I know and understand that it is wrong spiritually because the Alpha Omega already bridged the gap with the rainbow. He already did that with the rainbow. He already did it so that we won't fight each other, so that we'll worship him, right? Matter of fact, no, serve him. So we can serve him. But a lot of us Cain descendants trying to dethrone him with this sick, barbaric, devil, demon. Not us. After we taught knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and civilized all things, now that's upon you. That's on you. We taught you, do not display your pyramids, do not display the powers and the gifts that the Alpha Omega blessed upon. You went ahead and did you. You did you. So that's why all of the messengers came from over there and went over there amongst you. But we are all brothers and sisters in the name of righteousness. The same bloodline. Not talking about physical bloodline that could be tampered with, but spirituality bloodline. That I'm talking about. And we know that to be true. We know Moses, we know Jacob, we know Solomon, we know them that to be true. It's the same bloodline. You understand? Of spirituality. So the Alpha Omega tweak our way of life and called it Islam. Through the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We know that to be true. We know those scriptures is to be true. That's an actual true fact. We know that. We know that. And this is why we accept it, because it's in alignment with our teaching. We are the ancient ones. Everything started with us first. We was good. We was good. So I'm going to make this part 1. And I want you to understand that. And I want you to have an amazing, amazing day. So they are fighting each other. They are really brothers and sisters. Somebody else would say, no, they not. No, they not. They would do the liturgy. They would do the bloodline. See, bloodline. They would do that. No, they not. No, they not. Everybody that's over there in the Middle East are Cain descendants. Everybody over here is ABEL descendants. From Canada, America, Mexico, and South America. These are ABEL descendants. And then the outskirts over here are ABEL descendants. The outskirts and other islands, they are ABEL descendants. This is an actual true fact. I'm just letting you know. We are not Africans. We are not Moor. We're not Egyptian. We're not any of these titles. We are ABEL descendants. That's right. Why do you think we keep getting murdered and this sick barbarian keep his foot on our civilization? Because he don't want us to rise up. Rise up. That's why. He sits here like no other place that he sits. Of course he do other things, but there's no other place where he sits at but over here. Because he's oppressing and depressing ABEL descendants. Whether male, female, child, elder, whoever. He don't care. So this is the truth. You backdoored us. You backdoored us and you told Cain descendants where we was. Which ultimately, all of us, we are cousins. We are cousins. But this started with Cain killing Abel. This is where this started from. It started with us and it's going to end with us at the end of the day. That's right. I'm here to drop knowledge, wisdom, and understanding upon us from the spiritual realm. I've been here over 30 years. I'm here. When it comes to ABEL descendants, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, I got our back. I am the tactician. I am the organizer. I'm the interpreter. That's right. I can define my square and my circle. Thank you so much, Alpha, Omega, the creator and everything in existence, for blessing me with this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, with blessing me with special abilities to define my square and circle and help ABEL descendants get to the next plateau in life and to serve you and worship you, Alpha, Omega, the creator and everything existing. This is the true, accurate knowledge on who we are. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, prince and princess all around the world. Look at my beautiful sister right here. Beautiful sister right here. Beautiful queen, earth, goddess right here. Right here. Beautiful sister. That's right. That's right, sister. Mwah. That's right. Right here. Another beautiful sisters. This is right. So I want you to understand that. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and get this information out. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and going forth. This is what we need to do. This is new knowledge. And you know what? They are sitting here taking all of my information and tweaking it and getting thousands of views. They're getting thousands of views. All of them. This is what they're doing. But I'm going to chase them down. I know who they are. And I'm going to bomb them. I don't care who you are. I'm going to bomb you. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace.